day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Just Plain Living. I'm John Gray.
And I'm Jim Fuller.
And we're Peggyless again.
We're without Peggy again today. John's been attacked by the allergies of the season. And
I heard a thing this morning. I was listening to WSM, and they were talking to their guy in the sky who sounded like he was in a cave somewhere. And they were giving a rundown between ragweed and goldenrod.
Yeah.
Goldenrod has more blooms on it than ragweed does.
Yeah.
Ragweed is called ragweed because the leaves look like a torn up rag.
Yeah.
The man said that ragweed, the pollen from ragweed was like sticking your face into an asbestos covered piece of insulation.
Oh, goodness. It's wicked, I'm telling you.
So, for all you folks out there who are allergy sufferers, good luck, because it ain't fun.
It ain't fun, you know. And it's been around for a while. About 3 weeks ago, I thought I had it. Turns out it was some sort of respiratory infection, which took 2 weeks to get over. So, you know.
What do you take for that?
Well, I don't think I realized I had it, so I didn't take anything.
Just went away?
Yeah, it finally went away after a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And then I read somewhere where there's a new strain of some sort of, people are getting bronchitis from it and all this kind of stuff. So anyway.
I think that's probably what my problem is.
Yeah.
Fran had some kind of a little bug. And,
I
did. Paul Blackwell, who's here today, the chief said today, I was talking about how she gave it to me, and he said, well, you did what people who love one another do. You took her pain away from her and took it upon yourself.
Paul Blackwell, he's our chief of police. It is amazing the stuff that he and Winston Brooks, the community coordinator, know. I mean, these guys know stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And it might be factual and it might be philosophical, but it's all pretty good stuff. So
yeah, but I'm not going to argue with the chief of police. I mean, of course not. Of course not. You know.
Wildcats won a football game Friday night. Homecoming
Yes, they
beat
did.
Winchester, Franklin County. Beat them good too.
Yeah, and this is kind of like a different team going on here. You know, the last couple of weeks here. For goodness sakes,
they're doing well.
You got to congratulate Coach Olive. I mean, see, he seems to always figure it out.
Figures it out sooner or later. Might take a little time, but he'll figure them out.
Yeah, exactly.
And just all kinds of stuff going on. You know, excuse me. It's the time of year that things do start happening. It's this is the second day of autumn, and when people think about that, and the weather's changed just a little bit. And it got a little cooler, and you start thinking about, well, next thing's Halloween, then it's Thanksgiving, then it's Christmas. And a lot of people are making plans, and a lot of stuff going on around our six-county area. And we just want to say we're glad to be able to be here and help you find out about some of the stuff that's happening in this area that we serve.
Absolutely.
Because we've got people from Shelbyville. Look at there. There's Donna right over there from Shelbyville. She's going to bring some artwork this morning. And we have just all kinds of great stuff going on, and we're just glad to be able to bring it to you.
Absolutely.
That's what we do, Fuller.
That's what we do.
We're purveyors of local information for 22 years
Purveyors
here on Charter
of
Channel 6.
Has it been that long?
Yeah. It's our 22nd year.
Oh, my goodness.
This is John Olive's 22nd year, so it's our 22nd year.
Must be.
We all sort of fell into this about the same time.
Exactly. John Olive, he was just a kid when he started doing this.
And he won his, 150th game last week?
Yeah, he did last week.
So,
that's
great deal.
Yeah.
150 games, and I think he's lost less than 100. So that's a pretty good record.
Absolutely, for high school. I mean, it's not like you go out here and recruit players in high school.
No.
You play the hand you're dealt. So.
And speaking about players and recruiting players and stuff, what about this mess in the NFL? Have you ever in your life seen anything like that?
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed that they haven't figured that out. They didn't do a better job than that. This is a league that makes enormous amounts of money, And boy, this has been a public relations nightmare. I mean, for goodness sakes.
And when the NFL is on the cover of Newsweek instead of ISIS and people cutting other people's heads off,
yeah,
that's a big deal.
I mean, what are they thinking? I mean, it's like I read somewhere where better than maybe 42 to 45% of NFL fans are women. You'd think they would give them a little consideration here about a hot button issue like that. For goodness' sake.
Well, it's just been left alone for so long that nobody had a clue how bad when it hit it was going to hit, and it's knocked them over, and they'll make the changes they need to make because there's too much money involved.
Oh, absolutely. They
are not going to give up that bankroll over because the thing about it is it's just sort of like the horse business that y'all get involved in. Everybody's clamoring over about 2% of the people that participate, and it's the same thing in the NFL. 98% of those guys who do that are good guys, and do exemplary things and do good work in their communities, and the ones that get in trouble are a very small percent.
It is.
But that's what reporters report, Nobody out there seems to want to hear good news. All they want to hear is the bad stuff.
But I'm just saying that you and I would have probably figured out the public relations ramifications of something that serious. If it affected 40-something% of our viewing audience, we'd have been trying to fix that. I mean, these guys are making big bucks, and they don't figure that out.
$40 million a year is what Goodell makes.
Yeah, right.
$40 million a year, and the phrase they're all using right now is, "We're going to get it right this time."
Right. And every week it's a different deal.
It's a different this time. Yeah. So with that said, we're going to get it right this time. We'll be right back with today's show.
The Russell Barnett Automotive family has come up with a new challenge. Purchase a car from one of our 5 locations: Russell Barnett Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, GMC, and Ford of Winchester, or Russell Barnett Ford and Kia of Tullahoma, and we will donate $100 to the ALS Foundation or Parkinson's Foundation. The Parkinson's Foundation is a pie in the face. The ALS Foundation is a Ice Bucket Challenge. Come on down to Russell Barnett Automotive family.
The highest standard of excellence requires dedication and commitment. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of excellence in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And this is our segment we call Police Pointers, and appropriately so, we have Tullahoma Police Chief Paul Blackwell joining us today, who always is here with some interest and information, and I'm sure he does today as well.
Well, I kind of thought today we might talk about the change in weather and all the activities that we have coming up in the coming month.
I thought you were going to give us some analysis of the weather patterns or something like that.
Well, I probably could. But
I know you could.
As you said before in your lead-in, how much of it is true and how much of it is philosophical.
But I also said in the lead-in that we're not going to question you, Chief, because you've got the uniform on.
Well, hopefully everything I tell you is something that can be validated and is credible.
I told Chief when he first came up here this morning, I said, So you're going to talk about the opportunities you have for people getting arrested. And he said, well, not exactly, but, with some of the activity, I know Halloween's coming up pretty soon, and that's always a good opportunity to get arrested if you don't do right.
There are a lot of opportunities to get arrested,
Right.
but as I also explained, we don't set out with that intention.
Sure.
But there are some people that is the remedy that we have to resort to.
Unfortunately so.
But October is going to be a good, busy month for Tullahoma. Mm-hmm. A lot of activities, a lot of chances to showcase our community, the things we have to offer, and really it kind of starts today.
Yeah, it does.
Because
actually.
Just here at 11 o'clock this morning down at Fraser McEwen Park, the governor's wife will be here for the book program. And so that, and then this weekend is our 41A Music Festival. Always brings a large crowd in. Good opportunity to get out and visit with people you haven't seen for a while, enjoy some good music, and of course got to behave, because there'll be a lot of people in a small confined space, and that sometimes tends to lead to a little disruption. But in the past few years that we've had the event, very peaceful, very good.
I was going to say, the 41A Music Festival has been pretty calm, considering there's a lot of people.
There are a lot of
compressed into
people
that,
in a confined space, and there's alcohol and all the ingredients to have some problems. But we maybe average 1 to 2 incidents per year, and it's usually alcohol related. So with the number of people that come to that and only 1 or 2 incidents, that's acceptable.
When I was in the lounge and restaurant business, I used to be concerned going in about New Year's Eve because the crowds were huge on New Year's Eve. There was a lot of people in there. And then finally I figured out that, they're paying a lot of money to get into this deal, and they, because we rarely ever had any problem. And they're paying a lot of money to get into this deal. They don't want to get thrown out.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people are like that. They're going out to have a good time. They know maybe what their limits are. They have someone with them that maybe reminds them of what their limits are.
Yeah, that's what wives are always really good at that.
Well, always
let me say spouses. So that works
always
both
good to
ways.
have someone that kind of keeps you on the straight and honest path.
Absolutely.
So we got 41A this weekend. Then in October, the city will begin their Music in the Parks. Another good opportunity to come out and hear some good music, visit with friends that you haven't seen, and enjoy the community. We've got a couple 5K runs scheduled for this month. Different schools doing different things. And again, we've had good turnouts on that. I say we, because the police have to get involved.
Right.
So it is a
you
team effort.
You get to attend all those events, don't
we
you?
attend all those events, yes.
Right.
And then we have, Halloween coming up the end of the month. That also happens to be the night of the coffee pot game.
Oh my goodness, that's
so,
right. Yeah.
The police are going to have a lot to do that night, and throughout the month. Any event that has a large number of people and may involve city involvement, the police are going to get involved in. So that means some of our officers are going to have to work some overtime, because these things don't ever happen. We can't take the people that are on duty and dedicate them to these special events, because we still have the other things to do. So we have to obligate some overtime for that.
The coffee pot game and Halloween on the same night, that's got to stretch you guys a little bit.
It's going to require a lot of people to work, because the football game by itself usually uses all of our reserve officers and a couple of our certified, the full-time officers. But also with Halloween, we try to get a couple extra working as well, because there's some parts of town where traffic congestion is a major concern. And then you kind of marry that up with the fact that it is a coffee pot game.
Exactly.
Rivalry against the other community, and there's the potential there for some good-spirited activity.
You know, thinking back, I really wouldn't want your job, but last year's coffee pot game, there was somebody turned out the lights instance. And I think that was handled very well by the schools, but there still could be smart feelings
there
about
could
that.
be. You never know what could happen.
Yeah,
you know, somebody
exactly.
that makes a poor decision, you know, because someone encouraged them, or you know, they felt a moment of bravery,
right?
And then the consequences may be very severe if it's damaging.
Exactly.
So October is going to be a busy month for us, which is good. You know, I think an article was written the other day where it said Tullahoma was in the top 10 places to retire.
I saw that, yes.
And I think that's a testimony of what we have in this community. Activities and resources, and you know, just a good place to live.
And best I remember, a lot of things played into that. Part of it being it was safe. It was a safe place to live. Also, health care was abundant here, and a lot of other things.
Several factors that came into play, and of course, it was more geared towards the retirement age community. But again, that's that's still good.
Yeah, and typically, I would imagine that the retirement age community is not going to cause a lot of trouble. Is that
I don't know. You know, they get going sometimes, but you know, we're very fortunate to live in a community like we do live in. Sure, we have our criminal activity, like any community is going to have it. But it is a good place to live, a good place to raise your kids, good place to come visit, and you know, plenty of opportunity to get out and enjoy the city. Halloween night, I had not put the two together and realized that was Coffee Pot game. So, you know, if you're not going to the game, you might as well stay home that night. you know, well, and it's probably going to be just two distinctly different groups.
Yes,
the
I'm
ones
sure.
going to the football game, and then those families with the little kids that want to get out and do the trick or treating. So, you know, we're going to have two locations that we're going to have to deal with, or two different groups of people.
And I guess you'll be back before we actually need to explain to them about
we've got a couple more visits together before we get into Halloween.
Because there are a lot of safety issues that you really need to be aware of for Halloween.
And if the weather's nice, those safety factors increase dramatically.
Sure. I'm quite sure. Chief, thank you so much for coming back.
Thanks for having me.
I always appreciate it. Always to have some good information.
Thank you.
And I like to kid him about it. He and Winston Brooks and Chief Chastain of the fire department, but they are pretty informed about stuff.
Well, you know, we work for you guys. We work for the city.
And we're very fortunate
for the community. And we've got to be able to talk about what goes on and to provide that information.
You do an excellent job, too.
Thank you.
Folks, we'll be right back with more living following these announcements.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Monteagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com, featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
This is a tree that was never chopped down to make a crutch that was never needed. By a child who never got polio. Because vaccine was never in short supply. Thanks to people whose compassion wasn't either. Over the years, Rotary Club members have helped immunize over 2 billion children against polio. Soon, the world will be polio-free. Rotary, humanity in motion.
How long has it been since you raced a cheetah? Are your tornado creating skills getting rusty? Tired of being the only one in your neighborhood who hasn't built a dinosaur? Sounds like it's time to visit the Hands-On Science Center. The Hands-On Science Center is an indoor science playground. In this museum, please touch is the rule. Join us for weekly science demonstrations on space, lasers, lizards, rocks, and a whole lot more. No two visits are ever the same, so visit often to see our ever-changing exhibits and demonstrations. The Hands-On Science Center, 101 Mitchell Boulevard in Tullahoma.
I'm meteorologist Leland Statham, and you're watching Just Plain Living here on Charter Channel 6.
You know, recently I had a conversation with somebody about something that was going to take place that they didn't think needed to take place. And my response was, well, if you can't do that here, where can you do it? And that brought about the fact that I found out that Miss Sharon Edwards, one of our Tullahoma librarians, and the Coffee County Memorial Library is holding Banned Book Week.
Yes, it's a nationwide event sponsored by the Intellectual Freedoms Committee and in partnership with the American Library Association and various other organizations, where we celebrate the freedom to read. And the
Isn't that wonderful?
Yes.
I just think it's great.
It is fantastic. We celebrate the freedom to read and read books and comic books and the freedom to write and freedom of speech that's given to us under the Constitution.
There you go.
And even books containing ideas that are unpopular or maybe unorthodox, you know, because people can identify with various different things.
Right. I mean, and we're a country, a melting pot of people from all over the world. Mm-hmm. And just because I don't like it or don't understand it or don't want to read or hear it or see it, doesn't mean that there's a group of people out there who do understand it, who do like it, mm-hmm. and who do have the right to read, hear, or see
exactly
whatever the product might be.
Exactly, and that's the stance that Lanham Library takes. We strive to take our collection to be just have various perspectives, and so that it's very versatile, and so we have things with various different opinions, and
right.
for everybody, because we agree on that same thing. And it may surprise you. I brought a couple of these. We have a display at the library.
Okay. We're going to have a test.
We're going to have a little game. We have a display at the library where there are a whole lot of these if you guys want to come down and take a look. And I have them here. Oh, there's a coffee table for a reason.
And it says, I was banned.
I was banned for offensive language and racism. Can you guess this book?
Offensive language and racism.
Yes, I was banned. You know. This is To Kill a Mockingbird. Some government official or some school has banned this classic because of racial slurs, profanity, and dialogue about rape, which is needed. This is a conversation that's needed in this country.
Yep, that's what we were just talking about.
It's still relevant. It really is.
Abuse. Mm-hmm. You know, NFL is the biggest story in the United States.
Absolutely,
right now.
and it's relevant today. I was banned for being sexist and criminalizing the Forest Agency.
Criminalize the Forest Agency.
Yes.
I want to see this.
This is funny.
What is it?
The Giving Tree. It was banned for making readers feel guilty about cutting trees. Somebody got offended.
Those tree huggers, they'll do it every time. You know?
So, I mean, you see people from the right and the left all banning books for, I mean, it's just, it runs the game.
Now, this happened in this country?
This country. Absolutely.
Okay, what are we doing now?
I was banned for being anti-ethnic and pushing homosexuality. This book.
Pushing it where? What is it?
This is a children's book. I love this book. It's called And Tango Makes Three. This is the true story about two penguins in the New York Zoo. And they were male penguins and they formed a couple. And they were, true story, they formed a couple and they were given an egg to raise. And they raised that baby. And this is a story about them.
And it's been banned?
It's been banned. It is one of the top books that have been banned, where people try and ban this book. True story. This is my favorite. I love this one. This was banned for having an ungodly influence and for depicting females as strong characters.
They are, aren't they?
I think I am.
I know you are.
Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz has been... Now, these books have actually been banned in some community...
All across America and all across the world, yes. The most banned book has been the Bible. has been the Bible. All over the world, people have banned it. And so when you begin to infringe on somebody else's right for protection of your own, you know, that's a good book. You're right. So all of these are great books. And when you read, you learn to empathize with others. And that is the whole point, is to live many lives through a book.
Right, and how are you supposed to find out how other people think unless you read?
Exactly.
or watch, and she told me earlier that one of my favorite writers is J.R.R. Tolkien.
Yes.
And all of the trilogy and the Hobbits and all of that stuff that's made millions and millions and billions of dollars on film.
They've been banned.
Those books have been banned.
We had a Hobbit celebration last night, as a matter of fact. It was Hobbit Day. It was Bilbo and Frodo's birthday yesterday.
All right.
And so we had a big Hobbit Day celebration. And we actually have another event this Thursday at 6:30. Another taboo subject around here is kind of depression and suicide.
Right.
And Dan Mansfield from Centerstone is coming, and we're going to have a talk and a lecture about depression and suicide to try to break the taboo on that.
How can something like that be taboo when these are things that our society needs to deal with? Mm-hmm. And like you said earlier in our discussion before we came on stage, you know, we need to see the underbelly
exactly.
of society and not just push it aside, mm-hmm. but realize what's there to where, how can you strive to make things better if you don't accept the problems at hand?
Exactly. I think Oscar Wilde said it best when he said, books that the world call immoral are the books that show the world its own shame.
There you go.
There you go. Read a banned book.
Aren't you glad this is our local librarian here at Atlanta Memorial Library? I am. Go see this lady and all the folks that work down there. They have Halloween parties planned. They have all kinds of things during fall break planned. So
visit our website.
Go to the website, go to the library, and ask for the lady with the flaming red hair.
That'd be me.
That'd be her. Thank you, dear.
Thank you. It's always such a pleasure.
Let's go read a banned book.
Let's read a banned book. Fight the man. Here we go.
Be right back.
Looking for a unique gift for someone special, or perhaps something just for yourself? Then you need to check out Grady Mac Denim Company, right here in the heart of Tullahoma. Grady Mac features the full line of men's and women's Lucky brand apparel. Stop in and check out our denim production line. Grady Mac offers a full line of outdoor sporting apparel and much more. And check out our custom fly fishing equipment, fine art, and signed sports memorabilia. There's something for everyone at Grady Mac Denim Company, the most unique store in Tullahoma.
We get closer to a world with more birthdays when we take cancer patients by the hand. We help them find answers and guidance and hope, and give them more candles to light. We're the American Cancer Society. Help create a world with more birthdays at morebirthdays.com.
Hey, I'm Terry Stroop, Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. Our goal is to provide you comfort in your home. Cool weather's on its way. Sign up for your fall maintenance now. Trane is offering some special financing or rebates for your new systems you purchase this fall. Our goal is to provide you with the best possible service and installation job available. Our office staff is beat by none. Now that you've heard the Stroop effect, the picture is clear. Call Stroops for all your service needs.
Today I want to talk about my favorite reality TV shows. Sports. Charter's got over 85 available sports channels, many in HD. Baseball, basketball, hockey, motorsports. Charter also has mobile apps that let you watch ESPN on the go. Subscriptions to all season packages, regional sports networks, even the curling championships in Calgary. Do you like sports? Charter's the one to watch.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we're pleased to have joining us now Dina Dargo, and Dina is with is from Shelbyville, and she's here today to talk a little bit about their Shelbyville Art in the Park program, and tell us a little bit about what's going on with that.
Shelbyville Art in the Park is an annual arts festival. This is our third year. It's our second year on the courthouse grounds, and what we have is artists from the community, regional artists working in all mediums who have booths showing their work, selling their work. We have live demonstrations, entertainment all day, art activities for kids, food vendors. It's completely free to the community, and it's just a way to familiarize people with the art that's going on all around them.
And you were with an organization, I think, that promotes art in Shelbyville. Is that correct?
I am part of the Art in the Park committee.
I see.
This event actually benefits a new 501c3 group called Our Town Shelbyville. That's a downtown improvement association.
Oh, okay. And a quick word about Our Town Shelbyville, because I know you guys are doing some pretty ambitious things over there, are you not?
They are. What they started with was the little pocket park next to Pope's Cafe. That's a beautiful space now, and they're having music events. That's where our Art in the Park originally began. As we grew, we became too large for the park, and so now we still have the demonstrations there, which will be pottery, a fantastic wood carver who uses chainsaws, who will be doing a chainsaw demonstration of his art. That's still part of Art in the Park, but we've grown into the entire courthouse grounds.
And that's a beautiful place to have this kind of event.
It is so beautiful. It really is.
So this is going to be coming up, I see now, October 4th.
October 4th, first Saturday in October, always.
Okay. And this is just such a great idea and great event. And by the way, Dina is an artist, because I'm seeing her name on this poster here promoting Shelbyville Art in the Park here. And I think you others also have an opportunity to get some of their work displayed on the poster for next year?
Absolutely. The poster contest launches this year. It's open to anyone. You don't have to be part of Art in the Park. You don't have to be a professional artist. Beginning towards the end of November, we'll have the information on the Facebook page, the Shelbyville Art in the Park Facebook page. Anyone can submit their artwork. We will be choosing one person each year to be featured on our collectible poster.
And you have a committee or something that
Yes, the Art in the Park committee will do that, and there'll be some guidelines there, but that's basically to make sure that it's in a format that we can use for the poster as far as size and something that would be suitable for printing.
This event is from 10 o'clock in the morning until 5 o'clock in the evening.
Right.
So you mentioned a lot of the kids are a big part of this. I mean, a lot of activities for the kids. What sort of things will the children be involved in?
Well, we've chosen entertainment that appeals to a wide range. Also in the kids' art activities area, they'll have crafts and art things that they can create, and they will also have puppet shows. We have food vendors that are selling interesting outdoor type snacky items that kids will enjoy. The whole event is sort of geared toward the entire family enjoying the arts.
I guess that since you do have children involved in this, that you try to encourage children to become interested in this sort of thing at an early age?
That's right. We feel that kids are naturally creative, and sometimes they don't have a lot of opportunity to express that. So this gives them an opportunity to see not only what they can do creatively, but what others are doing.
Are you able to tell at an early age if a child has potential? As far as
I think they all do. I think
really?
Everybody does have some sort of a creative gift. Sometimes it's a matter of finding the medium. I've had people sometimes that say to me, "Oh, I love what you do, but I'm not creative," and then I find out later that she does amazing wedding cakes, and I think, well, this is cake art.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's just a matter of familiarizing yourself and finding what really grabs you, and what you really gravitate toward.
I sort of get the impression, we just met, but that this is something you're pretty passionate about.
It's a lifelong passion. All my life I've been an artist, and I can't imagine doing anything else.
Obviously you paint.
I do.
Is that sort of the realm that you work in, or do you do other?
I've experimented with many different media. In fact, now I still sort of venture off into, I'll make clocks or jewelry or who knows. Yeah, light fixtures. I'm doing light fixtures now, but I always come back to painting because that's just sort of the way that I most easily express what's in here. Without verbally saying it, you create a message that other people receive. And to me, paint on a canvas is the way I do it, but everybody's different.
Is that something you started at an early age?
It is, absolutely. And I think my parents took me to art festivals locally in California, where I'm from, and I think seeing that it was a way of life and seeing how many possibilities there are really encouraged me.
Okay, all right. And it sounds like something a lot of fun to do, and it was interesting you said that you can do a lot of different things that are really creative and artistic. It doesn't necessarily have to be painting. But
Absolutely.
You know, a lot of different things. Okay, once again, this is coming up October the 4th. Kind of summarize again what's going to happen.
October 4th, 10 to 5.
Right.
No admission. Show up. It's a fun day for everybody. See the art, listen to the music, watch the entertainment.
Yeah.
Just a great day.
And again, also want to mention that it does benefit a really neat thing. What was the name of that project?
It's Our Town Shelbyville,
okay.
And it's a brand new nonprofit that is for the improvement of the downtown Shelbyville area.
Okay. And if you haven't been over there lately, it's worth the trip over there to check that out, because that's a beautiful setting. I've covered a number of events over there on that Shelbyville Square and in downtown Shelbyville. And I am actually from Bedford County, so it's really nice, and I think you're going to have a great time. So check that out, folks, on Saturday, October the 4th, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on the square in Shelbyville. Dina, thank you so much for coming by today. We appreciate it very much. We'll be right back with more Living, folks, right after this.
Partners for Healing provides medical care to the working uninsured of Coffee, Franklin, and Moore counties. We are in Tullahoma from 8 to 5, Monday through Thursdays, and in Manchester on Fridays from 8 to 12. We provide primary medical care and offer an in-house disease management program.
My name is Rosie Mitchell, and I would just like to say I am blessed to have partners in my life.
Please call 455-5014 for more information. Thank you for being one of our Partners for Healing.
Don't risk losing the Social Security disability benefits you have earned. I'm Russell Hedges with Moore & Hedges, attorneys at law. I bring over 25 years of experience and dedication to your case. My Social Security team will walk you through the process. We can increase your chances of winning and maximize the benefits due to you. If we do not win, you will not owe us a fee. Call me, Russell Hedges, with Moore & Hedges, attorneys at law, for maximum returns and minimum concerns.
A world without breast cancer is a world with more birthdays. And signing up for the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer Walk will help us get there faster. The American Cancer Society invests in groundbreaking breast cancer research, and we're part of every community. In fact, 1 in 2 women newly diagnosed with breast cancer turns to us for support. Sign up today at makingstrideswalk.org. Together, we can finish the fight against breast cancer.
Good morning, all you wonderful people in TV land. Thank you, camera lady and camera Jennifer, for putting a real good, sharp picture on the screen. And we hope that you're having a good day. And speaking of South Jackson Goes Country, wow, that's a wonderful show and production that we all want to see, because it brings back a lot of memories, and not only for this part of the show, but South Jackson Civic Center, that's such a wonderful part of the Tullahoma history. And not only that part of history and the show, but the music that comes with it, which brings us to our thought for the day, and that is music in Tullahoma. You know, when we were in grade school, in the 1st and 2nd grade, we had those little triangles on a string that we'd beat, and that was part of our music lessons that day that got us started. And a few folks even took piano lessons back then. And speaking of piano, there was a group of ladies here in Tullahoma for many years that were wonderful musicians and play the piano real well, and they organized, and it was one of the oldest and longest standing civic type organizations in Tullahoma. It was a music club. And I remember Ms. Rebecca Graham Thompson was active and a leader in the music club for many, many years, and Blanche Cook that served as organist for several churches here in Tullahoma. And the music that was so wonderful, especially on holiday seasons like the Christmas season, they had music programs that was such a wonderful time, and the Christmas music choir for many, many years that performed at South Jackson. That was such a great thing. And you know, there are other music groups. For example, I mentioned this several months ago, that the American Legion Post 43 had the first marching band in Middle Tennessee. I think Nashville Post 5 had a band, but Tullahoma Legion Band was a wonderful group that went to state conventions, and they performed at national conventions, and in the early 30s came home with the national championship because they were such great musicians and performed really, really well, and were part of the music culture in Tullahoma. Then, you know, in 1939, our good friend Tut Pyram, that had been real active in the American Legion Band, organized a group that later became Tullahoma High School marching and concert band. Now they have the current band, I think, has more color bearers than in the Tullahoma marching band than we had in the whole band. There were 28 of us in the band. There were 7 rows and 4 abreast, and that 28 group could really, what they didn't make up in quality, they made up in volume, because they could really didn't have but one bass horn, had an alto and a baritone, and the 3 or 4 clarinets, 3 or 4 saxophones, and several trumpet players, and some trombones, and I wanted to play football, but I wasn't big enough, so they said, hey, we need you in the band, and they made me play the bass drum that weighed 20 pounds more than I did, but we had a wonderful time marching and making racket. And you know, speaking of the American Legion Band, when they didn't perform downtown on Sunday afternoons and the big portable platform, they performed at the baseball games up at Wade Field in the afternoons, Sunday afternoons, and people came a lot of times just to hear the music as well as watch the ball game, of course. But it was great, and time went on, and I remember the barbershop quartets here in Tullahoma that was so popular for many, many years, and they performed regularly. And the Lions Club had the Lions Minstrels for a number of years. It had a lot of real good music in it, and they were not only real funny, but they were entertaining, and they brought a lot of culture and a lot of friends that got to perform. That were not really artists, but they loved to share whatever talent they had in the way of music with the community, and they were just wonderful. And the Paul Powell Dulcimer Association, organized 10, 12 years ago, has meant a lot to Tullahoma and the area here, because people have come from Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, Kentucky, all over to the annual Paul Powell Dulcimer weekend, and they perform, and that music is real good too. And some of them have performed on Tullahoma Living here with the senior citizens group. They share that music, and the senior citizens have music programs within their activities. It means a lot. Now, 2 of the great groups that have performed and are practicing already, the Tullahoma High School Marching Band that has performed so well. I would guess they have 150 probably in the band now, that's directed by Mr. Coleman and his wife, and they do such a wonderful job. And their themes in recent years have been outstanding with the big portable things that they've put on for the halftime shows. Have been so wonderful and entertaining. And not only are those band players, they are musicians, and they are really good, and some of them have gone on to lead bands, high school bands themselves, and gotten their degrees in music, which means so much to them. And then the Aristocats, the high school chorus that's been such a wonderful part of the music department for so many years, and they are outstanding. They've been to many contests through the years and have won many trophies for their outstanding service. And they're a really wonderful group, the Tullahoma High School Aristocats. And now with the DVDs and CDs and that sort of thing, it's a lot easier to share that music and make it available to everybody. And we just sure hope you have enjoyed the music through the years. We look forward to a lot more of it, and we thank you for watching. And remember, this is not the end of the story, because there's a whole lot more to come, and we hope you have a real good day.
Partners for Healing provides medical care to the working uninsured of Coffee, Franklin, and Moore counties. We are in Tullahoma from 8 to 5, Monday through Thursdays, and in Manchester on Fridays from 8 to 12. We provide primary medical care and offer an in-house disease management program.
My name is Rosie Mitchell, and I would just like to say I am blessed to have partners in my life.
Please call 455-5014 for more information. Thank you for being one of our Partners for Healing.
Don't risk losing the Social Security disability benefits you have earned. I'm Russell Hedges with Moore & Hedges, attorneys at law. I bring over 25 years of experience and dedication to your case. My Social Security team will walk you through the process. We can increase your chances of winning and maximize the benefits due to you. If we do not win, you will not owe us a fee. Call me, Russell Hedges with Moore & Hedges, attorneys at law, for maximum returns and minimum concerns.
A world without breast cancer is a world with more birthdays. And signing up for the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer Walk will help us get there faster. The American Cancer Society invests in groundbreaking breast cancer research, and we're part of every community. In fact, 1 in 2 women newly diagnosed with breast cancer turns to us for support. Sign up today at makingstrideswalk.org. Together, we can finish the fight against breast cancer.
All right, we're back, and I am How Blue Can You Make Me? Bluegrass Blue, that's how blue. Becky Bowler, welcome back, girl. Your hair's grown.
It's gotten bigger since the last time I was here.
There's nothing better than a big-haired woman. Huh?
Yeah, I agree.
Tell me who you brought with you this morning.
I have brought Rick and Sarah Vella from the Cross Point String Band. And we're here to talk about an evening of gospel bluegrass music. It's going to be happening at South Jackson Civic Center right here in Tullahoma.
And that's happening when?
October 10th. It's a Friday night, and it'll be at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. And so if you see this little poster around town, take time to read it, because it has a lot of good stuff on the back. It is about the Cross Point String Band and some of the things that will be going on that night. And just excited. Just excited. Glad to have you back. Where you been since last we saw that flaming red head?
Man, when was I here last? Was it in the spring?
It's been in spring.
Yeah, so it's not been that long ago. Oh gosh, I've been around the world and back since
then. Good for you.
Yeah.
What's it like out there?
It's crazy. I had to come back home.
It's fun though, isn't
yeah.
it? It's always good. It's always good to get back home. It's always good.
It is.
And what about Rick? Tell us a little bit about yourself, Rick.
What do you want to know?
It's his birthday today.
It's his birthday
It is my
today. And you're his lovely wife?
It's my wife, yeah.
And that's good for you to bring that up.
Yeah.
Did you get him something good?
Not yet.
Not yet?
I'm a little late.
A little late. That's okay.
Well,
She's with you all the time.
Yeah, that's
Isn't that not that present enough?
It's her presence
should
is
be.
the present.
Ooh, he's good.
He is
isn't
really good. He
really
thinks on his
good.
feet.
Well, today's my birthday. I'm 32. I went to the dentist the other day. And he told me I have all 32 of my teeth. So I don't know if that.
It's a sign.
It's a
It
sign.
must be.
Something.
It's a sign. Next year, if you have 33, that'll be a sign as well.
I should go in the Guinness Book of Records.
Guinness
I
Book
guess.
of Records. If you keep popping a tooth in every time you get another year older,
Yeah.
you'll be the man.
Yeah. All that wisdom.
All that wisdom. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So how long have you been playing the banjo?
Well, I've been playing the banjo since about the year 2000. So 14 years.
14 years. Good for you. And you're 32, so you started when you were 20.
You got it.
And what made you do that?
Well, just my father-in-law, actually, he's the one that really started playing bluegrass music. And he played banjo and actually played a little bit of bass and mandolin before I played the banjo. But yeah, he started playing bluegrass. We had a small school that we went to. And so from there, a lot of people just started picking up instruments. And so that's kind of where I started playing. And I said, man, that banjo's pretty cool. So I got one and started learning it. So yeah.
Very good. Very good. And your instrument is on the other set over there.
It is, because it would take up all this room.
All of this room, huh?
Yes.
And that is a stand-up bass.
Yes, sir.
And you've been playing that for
About the same amount of time, actually.
time?
We both started picking together at the same time.
Were you married at that point, or
No,
just sort of
we were just
spooning a little bit?
we were just sweet on each other at
Yeah.
that
Sweet
time.
on each other.
Sweet on each other.
Yeah.
What about your husband? How's he doing? Is he still picking guitar?
He's mean as a snake.
Mean as a snake, taking care of you, baby girl?
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
Pretty much.
Yep.
He's a good guy.
He is a good guy. I'm really blessed. And I've
You
got
are,
a
you
great extended family down here in Tennessee now.
Right. Well, what we want to do is remind you that this is going to be
Friday, October 10th at South Jackson Civic Center, an evening of gospel bluegrass music. It's going to be the Crosspoint String Band, myself, and then Darren and Brooke Aldridge, all the way from Cherryville, North Carolina.
and they're pretty exceptional as well.
They
aren't
are, yeah. They're pretty hot on the bluegrass scene these days, and we're really glad to have them in the area. They don't come this way all that often.
Okay, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a real quick commercial break and let them get their instruments set up here, and then we're going to bring you back to some bluegrass music. How blue can you make me?
The highest standard of trust offers a sense of safety and comfort. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of trust in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
Have you heard that little voice that beckons you to come home to Tennessee? Well, here's your chance. Here's a property offered by its owner. It's 20 miles from the National Walking Horse Celebration grounds in Shelbyville, Tennessee, and only 10 minutes away from the Jack Daniel Distillery in Lynchburg. It's located at 769 Shipman Creek Road. This property has over a 5,300 square foot home on 45 acres, and a sprawling 200 acres is also available. Let's take a look at the house. Built in 1998, this home has 4 bedrooms and 3.5 baths. This home offers wide open views, featuring the main floor with over 2,700 square feet of living room, an eat-in kitchen, a formal dining area, and a massive 20 by 19 master bedroom with a master bath and fireplace included. There is craftsmanship at every turn, solid cherry cabinets, built-in cherry shelves, and other solid cherry appointments. It's a 2-story home with 3 nicely sized bedrooms upstairs. Down a spiral staircase, the basement hosts a 40 by 40 den with a handcrafted bar. We're leaving the jukebox here, folks. The basement is a recreation room on steroids. There are too many closets to count and more than you'll ever need. There are so many places in this home to find peace that you'll seldom want to leave it. But when you do, you'll discover up to 200 acres of paved roads with city water. The property is quilted with streams, woods, ponds, and open pasture. The view from the porch alone is enough to say you're home. The property includes a 3-bay heavy construction shop and plenty of room to build stables and graze livestock. If Tennessee's been calling you home, start your journey by calling this number. A property like this comes on the market but once in a lifetime. We think you'll love it. We think you'll stay. This is a very real estate.
I'm meteorologist Leland Statham from the News Channel 5 Weather Center. Look to Jim Fuller and crew for local news night here on Channel 6.
And now we're going to introduce to you 32 and the 2.
Grill 'em at Gillum's, Tullahoma.
Are you a shoeanista with no place local to find your style? Well, now you don't have to travel any further than Bren's Shoe Boutique, located at the Village on Jackson, 1940 North Jackson Street, Suite 120 in Tullahoma. From funky to formal, you can find the fit and style that will make you smile at Bren's. A shoeanista herself, owner Brenda Kemp offers brands like Rocket Dog, Jessica Simpson, Mia, Nine West, J. Renee, Bandolino, and more. Want that accessory splash that none of your friends have? Bren's offers a selection of one-of-a-kind handbags and jewelry with just the right bling. So if your shoe selection doesn't stack up, find what you've been looking for at a price you can afford at Bren's Shoe Boutique, now open in Tullahoma.
When you see the sign, The Main Event, take a close look inside at a hair studio that offers services by some of the best master stylists in Middle Tennessee. These stylists offer a list of services that compete with large city salons, from trendy cuts for men, women, and children to the latest color techniques, including highlights and bold color accents. Other services offered include permanent hair weaving and relaxing to formal hairstyle for that special occasion. You can also give yourself a very special treat with a full makeover, including full body waxing. For your convenience, we are open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until the last client leaves happy. Call and make your appointment at 931-571-8682 or stop by our Tullahoma location at 207 North Jackson Street. Pamper yourself at The Main Event today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we're very pleased to have joining us now Christian Shear, and Christian is with a new nonprofit organization here in Tullahoma that's doing some absolutely wonderful things, I think, based on what I learned just in the few minutes I spoke with her before we went on there. Tell us what you're doing, Christian.
Well, thanks for having us today. It's called Kimbo's Wish, and Kimbo's Wish is been in operation for about 9 months. In the last 9 months, we've helped 6 families, and we're really proud of that. We help families that have children with cancer or long life illnesses, and we grant wishes. We're similar to Make-A-Wish Foundation, that in the instance that we do grant wishes, but we grant wishes in the instance of letting the children choose their quote-unquote favorite person, meaning Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Hello Kitty. We have 2 companies out of Nashville, Party Bells. They are a company that helps us with the princesses of all the Disney characters. They are wonderful. They dress up as all the different characters if we have a child that requests a princess. And then we have another company out of Nashville called, my mind went blank, but they have all the different cartoon characters, Hello Kitty, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Elmo, you name it, this girl has it. Her name is Tawana, and she is amazing. She dresses up in parties and dances, and she just has a great personality.
I can imagine that is just huge.
It's so much fun. When we walk in the room or knock on the door, they're expecting nurses or doctors or somebody with a needle or more medicine. But when we walk in the room and it's their favorite person that they see on TV, they light up. Their face is amazing, and they get 30 to 45 minutes of just fun. No pain, no more medicine, and it's just to be a kid, just to have fun for that one moment. They don't have to worry about their illness, and their family gets to be in the room and see their child be a child. That's the best part about it, And it's all starting. It was all started because of one person, and her name was Kimberly Miller. I started it because of her. She was a family friend of mine, She was 16 years old when she was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. I've known her family since she was 2, and then when I found out that she had it, she didn't even tell me. You know, her family member told me, and she never acted like she was sick. She was always, even when she was at the hospital getting her treatments, she was always on another floor with the littler kids. Her dream was to be a pediatrician. So she was always helping the other kids play games and color in their coloring books and watch movies and eat popcorn. She didn't care that she was sick. So
that's a great inspiration. I would think.
She was such an outgoing, energetic person. And so I felt like we needed to keep her spirit going for the kids and with other kids that are sick, and try to keep them happy.
And you've really come a long way from what I understand.
Yes.
You've been around for about 9 months, you mentioned, and you've obviously helped some kids already, and plan to do many, many more. And I guess there are a lot of children like that in our area.
Yes. If you see this flyer around town, we've got on the bottom, we've got lots of pictures that shows one of our boys, Archer. He's from Estill Springs. We have Hunter Dotson. He's from Tullahoma. And then here's one, Zoe. She's from Nashville, excuse me. And Zoe actually doesn't have cancer. She has multiple organ defects. So we don't just do cancer. We do all kinds of illnesses that could be lifelong or terminal. So we were featured in the Herald Chronicle newspaper. This was our first child, Hunter Dotson. If you saw the Herald Chronicle, this is when we supported his family for Christmas, just to try to take off some of the burden. And that's one thing
absolutely.
we do. So the flyer is the main reason that we're here today. We are having our first benefit, our first annual benefit. It's going to be at Grace Baptist Church on October the 18th. And it is to raise money for our 501c3, which is, if you don't know what the 501c3 is, it's the status with the IRS.
Right.
And we would like to get our status so that we can get larger sponsors and be able to file taxes and do everything with the proper way
and
the legal way.
That also means if you make a donation to that charity, it's
that
tax
person
deductible
can tax deductible.
Exactly,
yes.
Right. Okay. And so, what are you going to be doing at the fundraiser?
Oh goodness, the benefit is going to have. We are going to have Anna and Elsa from Frozen. We're going to have Elmo. We're hoping to have Olaf from Frozen as well. We are going to have Brenda Lynn Allen through a concert. We have games and vendors galore. We have food from the Stack and Shack barbecue. Crazy About Cupcakes is going to be there. They're going to have a big, large cupcake bar, so that's going to be fun for the kids.
Sure.
They can make their own cupcakes and decorate them. Michelle's wonderful. She has the best cupcakes on the planet. Every kind of vendor you can imagine is going to be there. It's only $1 to get in the door, and your $1 gets you a ticket. And your ticket is going to go on a drawing, and at 2 o'clock we're going to have a large silent auction. After that silent auction, there's going to be a door prize. We're going to draw a ticket, and Aaron's Rental Rent-A-Center is going to provide that door prize, so never know what you're going to get. Could be a really big door prize.
Right.
So y'all come out and enjoy it. There's going to be lots of going on.
Bring the kids, because I think they bring the kids.
There's going to be pictures with all kinds of different characters going to be there.
All right, and that's coming up again on the date.
October 18th at from 11 to 4.
Okay, at Grace Baptist Church.
Grace Baptist Church on Avoca.
Okay, this is a great organization, folks, and you just got to take your hat off to these folks who have done such a great job and accomplished so much in a short amount of time here. Congratulations on your success so far, and I know you're going to do well with this fundraiser.
It's been a wonderful success.
Folks, don't miss it. Bring the kids. It's going to be a great time. We'll be right back with more living right after this.
Family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
Hi, Grandma. It's Jake. I'm calling to tell you I love you more than anything in the whole wide world, even ice cream. I love you more than spaghetti and meatballs. I love you more than snakes and monkeys and sharks and whales and praying mantises. Bye, Grandma. Love you.
Let it all in with Charter Phone, including unlimited local and long-distance calls.
All right, folks, we're back, and we have today two of my good buddies that are over here from the Merchants at Coker's. That's Melissa Sherrand and Colleen Saunders, and they got so much neat stuff happening over there. And we want to talk today basically about a baby registry?
A baby registry. You know, I'm going to be a grandmother in, well, I'm already a grandmother.
What I've heard, another grandmother.
In the spring, so I have baby on the brain. We have started.
Yes, she does.
We have started a baby registry at the Merchants at Coker's, and we already have a bridal registry, which has been just a wonderful thing and very popular. So we decided it was time to do the baby registry. So we brought a few things today, if we could show them, of things that we carry. One thing we have, this isn't just for babies. Actually, it's probably more for, well, actually it could be for me because I love it so much. It's Mr. Grumpy Cat Ball. Now, feel him. He is so soft.
Soft. I wouldn't be grumpy at all if I felt like that.
Well, we all love Grumpy Cat at Coker's because all of us have days where we're grumpy, and that's me all the time. So I'm going to set Mr. Grumpy Cat there, and Colleen, I'll let you pull something out and talk about it.
They've got their Halloween bag right here. I mean, you're pulling tricks out, and not tricks, but treats.
These are treats from the Merchants at Coker's.
All right. So what's next in the bag?
Okay, here is a set, and I'm going to pull the whole set out. This is wheat berries, and it has a whole little set. You have a stuffed animal, and what I call, Melissa and I both call these loveys, which is the smaller blanket. Then you can have a matched blanket that goes with it. So you have all three things that work really well.
Be a great baby gift.
And if you want to mix and match, there's other blanket colors as well. We do have, I could turn it right side up. We do have what we also have. These are the pink. These are the blues. We have a lot of pinks as well.
Okay.
So you do have a lot of pink things as well.
Well, and we.
Let's see, Mr. Dawes.
There you go.
We also have our dinnerware. You know, all babies need their own special dinnerware. We have the bibs. These are awfully nice, and I remember these when...
I need one of those.
Yeah, I could use one now. But these have the little pockets that the food can fall down there, and you can clean it. It's so easy to do.
Or eat out of there.
Or you could just reach
put the
down
cereal down in there, and that way you don't.
Honestly,
that way you don't use a plate.
Not a bad idea. You could put Cheerios. You know how babies love Cheerios.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't.
Had a grandchild who didn't.
Innovation.
No,
and then here's the plates.
Yes.
And this plate here has has a fox on it, and look at there. See?
We also have one that has alligators.
Alligators. So.
And then we have the little giraffe spoon. They're all animals.
There's an owl and a lion as well.
That's a giraffe, and there's a lion, and kids like their own little spoons.
They do. They do.
Did you bring any of the bunny rabbits with you?
Oh yeah, we're getting to that.
We'll get there. Yes, it is.
You got underwear?
This is a onesie, which is unsnapped, but this is hand done by Cindy Bates, and she also has all the little matching binky holders to go with them.
Binky holders.
So everybody needs a binky
Marilyn,
holder.
You need a binky holder. There you go.
So we have those as well.
Muggleborn. That's
if you're into
Harry Potter. That's Harry
really
Potter
a good
stuff
thing.
right there.
This is just a little rattle and teether. It is a rattle, and it feels really great. This is Bunnies by the Bay, and that is a really great feeling one.
Okay, I'm going to do this. Okay. This. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, let's go ahead. Go ahead.
This is called poopery. Now, this. I'm going to read to
wonder where you're gonna rub that on.
You can put this. You can spray it in the nursery, and you can spray it in the diaper pail and all around. But you can use it for other things as well. Spritz the bowl before you go, and no one else will ever know. And it works.
It really does work.
That sounds like that needs to be on the adult registry.
Smell that.
Well, it is.
It is. It's on everything.
There are baby pieces for the diaper pail as well as
Poopery.
Yes,
I love
this
that.
Is awesome. And even my nail lady uses that in her nail salon.
And it's got a little pee on it. It's got a little pee for poop on it right there.
Go ahead, Colleen. I'll let you do one.
Oh, here's our cute little bunnies that John was asking about.
There you go.
This is called Hoppity Socks, and you buy them, and you get the bunny plus 2 pairs of socks for your baby. And his
That's
socks
pretty
are falling
cool
off
right
of his
there.
Isn't that
ears.
cute?
But I think this would just be a phenomenal baby gift. It's just something I really like.
Yeah.
All right, so what we're talking about here, since how we got about 30 seconds left, is we're talking about the baby registry at the Merchants at Coker's, and that's located right here on Wilson Avenue. Is it 400 or 401? 401 in the old Coca-Cola building. Go in there.
Store to Wendy's.
They have all kinds of great things in there.
We do.
But they also have a baby registry.
Yeah.
Put that ring up there.
Oh.
Look at that ring right there. Look at this jewelry. That probably came there. That's all right.
Coker's.
That came from Coker's. All this stuff comes from Coker's. These are 2 great ladies, and they're 2 of the 3 that operate Coker's, the Merchants at, right across the street from our studio. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
The Russell Barnett Automotive family has come up with a new challenge. Purchase a car from one of our 5 locations, Russell Barnett Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, GMC, and Ford of Winchester, or Russell Barnett Ford and Kia of Tullahoma, and we will donate $100 to the ALS Foundation or Parkinson's Foundation. The Parkinson's Foundation is a pie in the face. The ALS Foundation is a Ice Bucket Challenge. Come on down to Russell Barnett Automotive family.
The highest standard of excellence requires dedication and commitment. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of excellence in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
All right, we're back here on Living. Mark your calendars for Saturday, October 4th, 2014, and head on over to the town of Bell Buckle, Tennessee. It's something new, and it's very exciting. It's called the Hands on Jesus Festival. I want to introduce to you my guest today, Christopher Powell. Want to say hello and welcome.
Yes, hello.
Yes,
Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. I want to get into this because this is something brand new, the first of its kind, a particular festival going on. Tell me about the concept.
Well, the concept was kind of came from a song. I think God speaks to me in many different ways, and through music is one. And Matthew West has a song called "Do Something," and I took that to heart, and I said, "What can I do?" And I love music, so I set this festival up, and hopes to encourage the youth and older to be the hands of Jesus. We are the hands of Jesus.
Yeah, that's right.
And to take steps to encourage others to the path of Jesus Christ, and to just come and have a great time. Raise money for the needy in our area. There's a lot of families in our immediate area that need help.
Sure.
And that's kind of what we're about.
Yeah. You've comprised it with so many different things for the kids. The Magic Act, Magic Wayne, I think it's
Magic
coming.
Wayne from Nashville. Yeah, he's a Christian magician, and he's got a show with a message, and he's going to do a 30-minute magic show for the kids, and then he's going to be walking around doing walk-around magic and tying balloons. And then after Magic Wayne, we're having a 1,000 helium balloon release.
Right.
That's got some scripture on it, and hoping to touch someone that needs it at that moment.
Exactly. Yeah. Along with some of the local entertainment, you've got the Katinas coming and some of the other local acts and such. You've got an American Idol finalist, I do believe, coming on.
Great singer. Yeah, Danny Goki. Danny Goki was on the 2009 and finished third. And he has done some wonderful things to help the communities around him. He's got Sophia's Heart, which is an organization that helps the homeless and needy families. He even has a huge facility to take these families in and get them back on their feet. He does so much for communities all the way from here to Milwaukee. I mean, he does great work.
Very good. All of the activities actually start that afternoon around 3:30 or so. Is that right?
Yes, the gates open at 3:30, and the activities start about 4. And we're going to have vendors there, food of all types, and some other older traditional gospel entertainment.
Right.
And all kinds of treats.
Right. It's going on at the Park Amphitheater.
Yes, Bell Buckle Park and Amphitheater. It's a great park. It's beautiful.
Exactly. Tickets on sale. You can get those.
Tickets are on sale. You can get those. At New Covenant Bookstore in Shelbyville. You can get them at the Bell Buckle Cafe. You can get them online at itickets.com.
Right.
If you need more information, you can in your own Facebook. Come like our page. It's called the Hands of Jesus Festival page. Just type that in your search and it'll come right up.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. You've said putting this together has been fairly easy, and that's a little different. Most people are pretty much stressed when it's coming to a festival, especially of this caliber.
It's getting a little stressful here, getting closer to time to come up, but it's really been God-driven, and it's been a blessing, and things have just fallen into place.
Good.
And it really is. Feels like it's been guided by the Lord.
Exactly. You've gotten volunteers just kind of coming forward and helping you with this as well.
We've got so many people that are just wanting to be a part of it, and it's great because when you do things for someone else, that blessing comes back 3 times, and it's a wonderful feeling.
Yeah. Again, this is set for Saturday, October 4th, 2014. The Park Amphitheater there in Bell Buckle. Those tickets are $10, going to help the needy, so it's just a beautiful thing all the way around.
Oh, yeah.
That's a win-win situation.
Right. Attending it, and your money hopefully is going to go to someone that really, truly needs it. We're going to make sure that it does, and get to enjoy the wonderful entertainment that we're going to have there. We're really blessed to have Danny and the Katinas.
Wow.
It's going to be great.
Yeah, that's a good schedule of events and such coming up. So that's going to be great. Again, the gates open around 3:30. The festivities will start around 4:15. Magic Wayne is going to kick things off, so it's going to be an afternoon and evening of just good stuff.
Yeah, along with Magic Wayne, 2 local groups from Shelbyville. Ben Swing, he's a fireman in Shelbyville, great guy. River Revival has the Shavers group. They're wonderful. They play around a lot for years and years now.
Right.
Really spread the word in a wonderful way.
Wow. Well, I always say everything that goes on in Bell Buckle, it actually turns to gold. All of their festivals draw huge crowds, people from everywhere, so I'm sure this is going to be no different. You're going to have a wonderful turnout on that day.
I think we will.
Absolutely. Yeah. Saturday, October 4th, it's in Bell Buckle there at the Park Amphitheater. Again, those tickets are still available. They're $10, 703-9221. Christopher Powell has been our guest on this segment for Living. Thank you so much, Christopher. And again, good luck on all you're doing, and looking forward to this wonderful event going on in Bell Buckle, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Stay tuned. More of Living right after this.
Partners for Healing provides medical care to the working uninsured of Coffee, Franklin, and Moore counties. We are in Tullahoma from 8 to 5, Monday through Thursdays, and in Manchester on Fridays from 8 to 12. We provide primary medical care and offer an in-house disease management program.
My name is Rosie Mitchell, and I would just like to say I am blessed to have partners in my life.
Please call 455-5014 for more information. Thank you for being one of our Partners for Healing.
Don't risk losing the Social Security disability benefits you have earned. I'm Russell Hedges with Moore & Hedges, attorneys at law. I bring over 25 years of experience and dedication to your case. My Social Security team will walk you through the process. We can increase your chances of winning and maximize the benefits due to you. If we do not win, you will not owe us a fee. Call me, Russell Hedges, with Moore & Hedges, attorneys at law, for maximum returns and minimum concerns.
A world without breast cancer is a world with more birthdays. And signing up for the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer Walk will help us get there faster. The American Cancer Society invests in groundbreaking breast cancer research, and we're part of every community. In fact, 1 in 2 women newly diagnosed with breast cancer turns to us for support. Sign up today at makingstrideswalk.org. Together, we can finish the fight against breast cancer.
All right.
Fast and furious today, and that's the way we like it, John.
That's right. That's right. A lot of good stuff on the air, and love that bluegrass music.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love me some of that Becky Buller now. She's exciting. And they're going to be back next week and bring us a little bit more music next week in preparation for their show at South Jackson. And 41A.
This weekend. This weekend, yes.
Honest Club, downtown Tullahoma will be a sight. I guarantee you that.
It will. It will for 2 days.
2 days worth of partying downtown Tullahoma. And it's a big time, a lot of fun, a lot of great music down there. And, of course, Friday night, the Tullahoma Wildcats are traveling to McMinnville to play Warren County.
Right.
It's a non-district game, but they all count.
Yeah.
And we need to, and they have a new coach up there, and they're
much improved. Warren County
doing well. So it'll be another good ball game. And but John Olive, I'm sure, will have his boys ready to go.
Yes.
Tennessee's back on the field this weekend. Who they playing this weekend?
They will play Georgia this weekend.
Ooh,
that's right.
We'll see see if Butch has stacked those brick by brick up with a little mortar in between.
Well, we're seeing a very much improved Tennessee team that's a lot more competitive than they have been the last couple of years. So, you know, it'll be an interesting game. And I think the following week they play Florida. So
there's no easy games in the SEC, folks. None. Every week's a challenge.
The Shelbyville Golden Eagles will be playing this weekend, and I forgot who they're playing. I should know. I think it's Franklin County, but anyway.
Maybe so.
So.
But we hope you folks out there have enjoyed the show this week. Tell your friends about what we do here on Charter Channel 6. Be safe out there. It's fall time. It's fun time. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.